Hi guys, good morning to one and all. This is G Pensley. I am studying second BTech in Shankara College of Institution and Technology. Today we can discuss my tech talk presentation in Mathematical Foundations of Computer Science. What is statement and compound statement and connective? First of all, we discussing now what is statement. A statement is defined as a declarative sentence that is either it may be true or false, but not both simultaneously. Is called a statement. Next, we can learn about what is compound statement. Compound statement is nothing but a compound statement formed by a combining of two or more statements. And next we can go for connectives. Connectives is nothing but use to form compound statements and are not and if or and nor, these are called connectives. Now, what is example of compound statements? Decide whether each statement is compound. If Amand said it, then it must be true. The gun was made by Smith and Wesson. I read the Sacramento Bee and the Wall Street Journal. These are examples of compound statement. Next of all, what is negation? Statement Max has a variable called and a negation. Max does not have a valuable card. The negation of a true statement is false and a negation of false statement is true is called a negation. Next we can learn about this. What is examples of forming a negations? Give a negation of each inequality. Do not use a slash symbol and p greater than 3 and 3x minus 2y greater than or equal to 12. These are examples of forming a negations. Next we can what is symbols and connect to symbol and types of statements. First of all, and we can represent it as symbol format is disjective and connectives and disjoint are and conjunctive as well as and is same. Next to are and disjunctive not negation. Next we can examples of translating from symbolic to words and p such that and Giores Bush is the president and a Q is a rectangle is a three sides objectives and P consecutive Q. Options B is P disjunctive Q and negation Q, negation of negation Q, negation P union of Q, negation of P intersection of negation Q. These are called a transforming the from symbolic to a word. Next, negation of quantified statements and statement and negation all do, some do not, not all do is called negation, and some do and none do, all do not. These are a negation of statement some do. Next, what is some of do not and all do, none do and some do. These are a extensional quantifier some at least one. There exist universal quantifiers is called a negation of a quantified statement. Next we can go for example forming a negations of quantified statement from the negations of each statement. Options is a some cards has fleets and some cards do not have a fleece and no cards have a false. These are examples are forming a negations of quantified statement. Next sets number and natural and whole numbers, integers and relation numbers. Next we can go for we can say that natural and counting. Natural nothing but it is a countable number is there in a set is called a set is a another segment is called a set and natural elements is nothing but and represent as curly bracket 1 comma 2 comma 3 comma 4 and whole numbers represent as 0 1 2 3 4 and integers minus 3 minus 2 1 0 2 3. These are called integers and relation numbers and p by q and p and q are integers and q is equals to 0 may be written as a terminate decisional like 0.25 or a repeating dissimilar like 0.3333 and irrational and x such that x is a not and expressionable as a and quotient are integers. Dissimilar representation never terminate and never repeat and real numbers x such that x can expected as a dissimilar. Next we can go for logical arguments and made up of and premises and conclusions. Premises is nothing but and assumptions, laws, rules, and widely held ideas or observations. Conclusion, argument, and premises together within a conclusion is called a logical arguments. Next to valid and invalid arguments. And valid and invalid arguments is nothing but and if the fact that all the premises are true and forces the conclusion to not be true, invalid, not valid, it called a fallacy, is called a valid and invalid statement. Next to Errol's diagrams. Errol's diagrams is nothing but several techniques can be used to check the validity argument. One of these is a visual technique based on Errol's diagrammatical representation is called a Errol's diagram. Next, what is Errol's diagram? And technique for determining the validity of a arguments whose premises contains the word all, some, and not. This is called a Errol's diagrammatical representation. Thank you friends, and given opportunity, it is a brief explanation about the statements and compound statement as well as a forming negation symbols or connectives. Thank you.